Read was Black Boy. It was written by Richard Wright, and the setting is 1912 to 1937 in the Deep South, Jackson, Mississippi, Memphis, Arkansas, Chicago, Illinois, Tennessee, and New York City. It's an autobiographical novel. It was originally published in 1945. It's a coming-of-age novel, it's a modernist novel, extensional novel, and it was written in the English language. The main conflict is Richard demonstrating inborn individualism and intelligence, traits that only causes problems for blacks in the Jim Crow South. The central conflict was resolved. The central conflict was racism against the black race, like Richard Wright. It was resolved by the fall of the Jim Crow laws and the MLK movement. My life as a Negro in America had led me to feel that the problem of human unity was more important than bread, more important than physical living itself. I did not move. The room was tense. The room was very tense for him because his aunt was yelling at him, and it showed the relationships they both had. I left with the conviction that he would not read it. Now, where else could I take it after he turned it down? He thought that he would not read the book after he tore it down because of the violent nature he had to always be violent. Yeah. Tristan Bond says it was a good book for his time. Colin Rubaka says it was a fantastic read for the homeless, but not for him. Also the best book for starting a fire. Tristan Bond, director, production. Colin Rubaka, voiceover production. Pavel Maslov, Russian citizen. Our book was Black Boy. It was written by Richard Wright. The book we read was Black Boy. It was written by Richard Wright. The setting is... Our book was Black Boy. It's written by Richard Wright. Mother fricker. So, modernist novel, modernist traits that only... Causes. That's a V. The central Wait, I gotta remember what I was trying to say here. He thought he would not read the book after he tore it down because of the violent nature he had to always be violent. What the hell was I writing? The room was very tense for him because his aunt was yelling at him, and it showed the